welcome to another Arlington High School hockey game here from the frigid Eddie Burns Arena in Arlington. Tonight's contest, a Middlesex League matchup between Belmont, our neighbor right across the highway, and of course the Ponders of Arlington High. In the league standings right now, Arlington's in second place. Belmont is in fourth place, so this should be real interesting. Belmont's won some real big games against some good teams, and so have the Ponders. The high school rankings came out recently, and Central Catholic of Lawrence, who Arlington defeated for the title, the state title last year, is number 1 at the moment. Burlington is up there at number 2. They're leading the Middlesex League at the moment. And that match will be coming up in a week or two with Arlington, so it should be a good one. Okay, all set for hockey here at the Eddie Burns Arena. Cully Curran, Mike Callahan up front for the Ponders. And looks like Brendan Jones back on the wing. Santa Suazo and Jack Simon at the points. And Jack Pennard in the strings tonight. Puck is down, back to Santa Suazo, to Simon, to Santa Suazo. Up the right wing boards into the center ice zone, a bouncing puck. Cully Curran has knocked off the puck, but it's down in the corner to the right of the Belmont net. Game just underway. Here comes Arlington up the middle. They can't go anywhere. Puck knocked up in the air. And back for it for the Ponders, back checking nicely, was Mike Callahan, that was. There's two of them out here, the Callahans. There's a nice lead pass, and on the stick of Santa Suazo, he backhands it up down into the Belmont end. No score, game just underway here from Eddie Burns. Puck stopped out at the blue line nicely by the Arlington player. And we've got a delay at icing and a face-off back at the Belmont end. Kevin Dacey is in the net for Belmont tonight. The Marauders are their nickname. They're 5-4-4 on the season. The Ponders are 5-3-2. Be close. Here comes Belmont out of their own zone, but John Macy gets the puck right at the blue line and sends it back into center ice. Anthony Missouri stick handling around. Anthony loses stick, picks it up, puck comes over to Massey, and now dumped down into the Belmont end. By John Horakian, or Hurricane that is, of Arlington. And it'll be faced, let's see what they call this one, back in the circle to the right of the Belmont net. Scoreless here in the first period. We've got a penalty, the first of the game. It's on Belmont, and it's on Alex Moran. We'll get the announcement what it's for, and he's in the box, so the Ponders on the power play.
Alex Moran, 2 minutes for interference.
Interference, the call on Moran. Puck comes out to the right point and kept in there by Anthony Missouri. He's playing the right point on the power play with the Jack Simon over on the left side. Simon takes it behind the net with a head of steam on the left to Missouri. Missouri in center ice by one man. He's a clever stick handler. Moves the puck on the right wing down into the zone. The Ponders on the power play, and driven in front, a shot and a save by Dacey in the net. Puck behind, it comes out to the left point, over to the right point. And driven back in by Brendan Jones. He's out at the right point now, with Anthony Missouri at the other side. This is a new power play unit that Coach Missouri has. Ooh, shot, wow. That thing took off like a howitzer. Goal! The puck went way over the net, way up as high as you could go, hit the top of the glass. It bounded out in front, and let's see who was waiting there. Just a great bounce for Arlington. Looked like Dara Keneally standing in front, just whacked it home, and the Pounders lead 1-0 here in the first period. Keneally, the goal. It's kind of a funny play. That shot was 20 feet high, and Karen right in front of the net, and the goalie didn't know what to make of it. He didn't know what happened to the puck. It was in the net. Just an unfortunate for Dacey in the goal, but that's the way it goes. 1-0 the Pounders here early in the game. 12:30 left, first period. Puck sent behind. John Massey has it behind the Arlington net. Wheels it around the boards. It comes out and down into the Belmont end. Puck's still in the blue line. Ejections dumps it down behind the Belmont net. Dante Cataldo picks it up from Belmont, tries to move it out, but Arlington's all over him, and they keep it in the zone. Puck back in the Arlington end. It's 1-0 the Pounders here, first period. Puck is knocked out, hits the official, but they call it an offside. The officials in tonight's game are Mike Kerrigan, actually the brother of Nancy Kerrigan from Stoneham, and Brendan Tague, two experienced officials handling tonight's contest. Face-off just outside the Belmont blue line. Puck knocked in the Marauders zone and now sent down into the Arlington end. It's behind the Arlington net, wheeled around the boards by Ryan Davies and out into center ice. Belmont has it. They lob it into center ice. And here's Belmont with the puck. A long shot. On, look out! Oh, the puck. Oh, the puck went through Picard, and it was sitting there in the crease. He didn't see it. It was right behind him in the open net. And a Arlington player swooped in and batted it away, fortunately. Poor Jack Bernard. He stopped it, but he didn't know where it went. It went right behind him in the wide open net. And luckily, the Arlington player batted it away. And back into the Belmont end it goes. The Pounders lead 1-0 here. As Arlington has, Belmont rather, has yet to put an attack together. As the Pounders defensively are really tying them up. Here's Belmont in, a shot, a save by Bernard. Good bid, another shot there, another shot. Wide of the Arlington net. Three good shots by Belmont, but all went wide or were saved by Bernard. And his puck still in the Arlington zone, comes out, it gets over the blue line. It's stopped by Ben Brody, and he dumps it back in behind the Arlington net. That Belmont foray was close. Here's Anthony Missouri, gets by one man down in the corner, but Anthony's taken to the boards and loses the puck. Comes out to the left point and driven back in by Bob Kozlowski, playing the point now for Arlington, along with John Massey. Coach Missouri has about 26 defense pairings, and we'll get a computer here to figure them out. Face off in the Belmont end, and a shot and a save by Dacey. That came out of nowhere, and he made the stop. Keneally's out there, and here's Belmont, a break out of the zone, 1-on-2 over the line, and a shot is over the Arlington net. It's still in the Arlington zone as Belmont's trying to get something going here. They trail 1-0 here in the first period. There's 9:18 left in the first period. Here's Keneally. He beats a man to the puck in the Belmont zone. Keneally looking for somebody to pass to. He's stick handling around in the corner, centers it in front, and it's sent the length of the rink. This is an icing on the Marauders. Derek Keneally showing some real hustle there. Picked that puck up in the Belmont zone and centered it right in front. But Dacey in that Belmont net made the stop. 9:03 left first period, 1-0 Arlington. Cully Curran on the face-off now. Mike Callahan at one of the wings. And Max Jagger at the other. Max, a junior, he's been getting a lot of action lately. Simon takes the Belmont player into the corner, but the puck goes behind the net. Belmont controlling, move it out to the left point, and kept in nicely there by Brody, but he's knocked out of the zone by the Belmont forward. Some heavy go. Mike Callahan drives the puck in the Belmont zone, and another shot wide of the Belmont net by Cully Curran. And here's Joe Ejections over the boards now for Arlington. Here's Belmont over the line, a shot wide of the Arlington net. It's down in the corner and sent out to the blue line. Stopped there in a drive. Stopped in front of the Arlington net. Fired up off the glass, the length of the rink. And the icing is nullified by the Arlington forward who caught up to that. There's a shot from the right point by Davies. And Dacey in the net just sticked it up off the banners behind the glass at the far end of the rink. So we've got a stoppage and a timeout. 7:55 left, first period. It's 1-0 Arlington on a Dara Keneally goal. Puck faced in the corner next to the Belmont net. It's still battled for in the corner. Ejections has it behind the net, moves it out to the left point. A drive. And it's blocked by the Belmont forward coming out. And here's Arlington right back over the line. That's A.S. Leosa for Belmont, for Arlington rather. Is John Massey with it at his own blue line. Massey has it coming up the right side by one man. Massey, his shot is blocked and it's in the zone. Dara Keneally fires and a save by Dacey in that Belmont net. Ties it up. Boy, Keneally is really quick. Always around the puck. Face off now in the circle to the right. Brendan Jones out there now. Cully Curran at center. And Keneally at the left. There's a shot right through a heavy screen and right into the chest protector of Kevin Dacey in the Belmont strings. And he ties it up. It'll be faced to his left in the sphere. Cully Curran moves it out to Massey. He drives it in behind the net. Keneally has it. He puts it back behind the Belmont net. And the Marauders give it out in the center ice, but no further. Back into the zone it goes. Centering pass out to Massey. He fires on the left side. No one can get a hold of it. It's Anthony Missouri. Deals down on the board. Stopped that puck well. Good job there, Anthony. Complete line changes now as Coach Missouri. The high-pitched whistle, all the dogs in Arlington show up. Nothing blows up. Here's Anthony Santosuaso, drives it in the Belmont zone. And Arlington a distinct edge in play here in the game thus far as they've kept the puck down the Marauders' end. 6:11 left first period. Ooh, a shot and a save by Dacey. Comes out to the left point and driven back in. Another shot and a save. Shots being piled up on the Dacey, the Belmont netminder. Probably 12 to 15 up to this point. There's another shot. Only 3 shots at Pinard. And those are all at once in this first period. Puck knocked up in the air. Here comes Belmont up the left side. And the puck is sent the length of the rink. And they wave off the icing. Here's Cully Curran waiting at the opposite blue line, but the puck gets by him. Bouncing puck in front, and they can't get a shot off Arlington. That would have been a golden opportunity right in the slot. Here's the Belmont forward snapped that shot off. Pretty good move. Toe and drag there. Joe Ejections over the line, but offside. He jumped over the line, Ejections, just ahead of the puck carrier. Malatesta out there now. So Coach Missouri's emptying the bench tonight. Nice lead pass to Davies. He couldn't hold on to it. And here's Belmont over the line. Into the zone, they can't do anything with it. And the puck's in center ice. Battle for Joe Chezereg. Wheels around, dumps it in behind the Belmont net. Belmont players rapidly in on Arlington players, I should say, on the Belmont defense, and they're really not quick enough to get the puck out. Puck in center ice and moved over nicely to John Massey. Massey comes up to the red line and then dumps it down, takes a heavy hit. There's trouble. Ooh, there's a collision in the to the right of the Belmont net, and the Arlington player knocked off the puck. But out in front, boy, aggressive. That was Hurricane for Arlington. Just bowled his way to the front of the net. Max Jagger also out there for the Ponders. Ryan Davies over the boards now for Arlington. And we've got a stoppage and a face-off in the circle to the right of the Belmont net. Brendan Piggott will take the draw.
Belmont takes the timeout.
Timeout now for both clubs, and over to the benches go both teams to get instruction from their mentors. As I mentioned earlier, Arlington is currently in second place in the Middlesex League behind Burlington. Belmont is in fourth place, and the Middlesex League is really balanced this year. I mean, all the teams are beating each other and tying each other, and you just never know. And that's the way it should be. Great league, great hockey, and no, 10-1 games any night that I've seen thus far. There's the giddy up and go buzzer, and let's see what they want to do here. The official says, hey, I want the face-off down here in the circle to the right of the Belmont net. There's 4:14 left here in the first period. Arlington leads 1-0. Cully Curran again on the draw. Puck is down, goes behind the Belmont net. Dugout. Right in front of the net, and a shot and a save. Brendan Piggott is out there with Cully Curran. And John Hurricane. There's a different line. There's a shot quickly. Oh, over to the right point. It's intercepted. The pass out to Santa Suaso. Belmont gets a shot off, but Picard an easy save. The puck comes out and out of the zone. Belmont has it at their own blue line. Ooh. And the Belmont player, Ben Brody, was put abruptly in the boards in front of the Arlington bench. He didn't like it. He's one of the captains of the Marauders. Throws a little short punch at the Arlington player, went unnoticed, except by me. Face off to the right of Jack Pennard in the circle. Puck is down in the Arlington zone, comes out to Brody. Arlington gets by him, and nice centering pass by Mike Callahan. And he's rudely taken into the boards down the corner. You could probably hear the board collision. And here comes Belmont up the left side. And the Belmont player just smothered Santa Suaso, but no harm done. Lead pass to Davies. He couldn't control it. It goes behind the Picard. He sticks it in the corner. And here's a pass into center ice. Over the line, Arlington controlling, centering pass in front, and Davies keeps it out, keeps it in the zone nicely by reaching way overboard on the blue line, out at the left point for the Ponders. There's a shot at Dacey in the Belmont net, and he ties it up for a face-off. 2:56 remain here in the first period. The Ponders leading 1-0. Belmont player out for a stick, which was down behind the Arlington net. Face off to the left of the Belmont net. And here's a break for Belmont, right up the middle, all alone, a breakaway. And a save, great save by Pennard on a breakaway by Ben Fici of Belmont. Just didn't have enough speed. He got a backhander off, but an easy stop for Jack Pennard. Puck back into the Belmont end and kept in there by Jack Simon, or is this Keneally? He centers it in front. Puck is bouncing all over the place. Anthony Missouri has it. And back into the Arlington end it goes. The Belmont player gets by one man, fires a bad angle from the corner, and Pennard the save. Another shot from the blue line, and again Jack Pennard smothers it right into his midsection. That off the stick of Dante Cataldo of Belmont. 2:12 left, 1-0 Arlington, first period. Face off in the circle, the right of the Arlington net. Puck is down in the corner, battled for, and comes out to the left point. Belmont fires it back in, takes a rude check from Mike Callahan, and finally comes out of the zone. Here's the Ponders flying up the left wing, and they dump it in on Dacey. He lets it go to the side, and it's behind the Belmont net. They're trying to bring it out. Ben Brody has it. Moves it out, but no one can touch it. It's an icing on the Marauders with 1:43 left here in the first period. This is Walter Scott bringing you all the action. Alex Bantong on the camera tonight, eating his tacos over there. Had those flown in from Saipan, right? Puck comes out, and Belmont has it. And the Belmont player fell down. The puck back in the zone, the Belmont zone behind the net. Arlington player circling around, and the puck comes out to the right point, driven back in. Massey keeps it in, still in the Belmont zone. And again, Massey takes a hit, but the puck is still in center ice, and Belmont is having a tough time penetrating the Arlington zone as the defense smothering. Besides the back-checking, the defensive play of the Arlington defenseman is outstanding. There's a shot, and Pennard just sticks it in the corner. Ben Fici bangs it around the back of the net. It goes nowhere. Puck still in the Ponders zone, and now into center ice. And Belmont has it again. They just drive it back in, but no playmaking or passing or anything by the Belmont team thus far. Here's Derek Keneally, picks the puck up nicely over the line. Keneally fires in front. A centering pass is deflected wide. And a heavy hit in the corner. And you see, here's a little melee down in the corner out of our sight here. We've got a balcony in front of the right-hand corner of the rink. And it's, let's see if I can stretch my neck here. The smoke is cleared now. We'll see what happens with the penalties. Looks like Anthony Missouri. Anthony runs in here. He's well built, probably 5'9", and close to 200. And when Anthony gets motoring, don't get in his way. And we'll see what the call is. Anthony's in the box. First penalty on Arlington has been one on Belmont. There's another player going over to the bench now. The penalty bench for Arlington. I don't know why. Oh, it's a 5-minute major to Anthony.
5-minute major for boarding.
Boarding. It was called on Anthony, Missouri. You could hear it. I thought it tore the end wall of the rink down. It was that loud, the check. He must. Luckily, he's all right. So Belmont now is trying to rev up the offense, but that's it. The end of the first period. All zeros up there on the timer, and the end of one period of play, which was good action here, especially for the Ponders, who had the majority of good opportunities. They probably had 15 shots at the Belmont net and only 3 or 4 at Pinard in the Arlington Strings. So that's the difference in the game. Arlington has outplayed Belmont thoroughly here in the first period. But we've got 2 more to go, and you never know. It ain't over till it's over. 1-0 here, Arlington. Dara Keneally on the goal for the Ponders. As I've mentioned, the Ponders are in second place in the Middlesex League behind Burlington. And the other teams, let me see what my notes here say. Just going to give you the standings. I had to dig them out of the computers today. Okay, the Middlesex League, Burlington's on top, then Arlington, then Reading, then Belmont, number 4. Then Stoneham, Watertown, Winchester, Melrose, Lexington, and Wilmington. Wakefield's in the bottom, and Woburn. And that's the standings thus far in the Middlesex League. The standings in high school hockey, Eastern Mass. Central Catholic of Lawrence, whom Arlington defeated for the state title last year, is holding on a number 1 spot. BC High is number 2. Ponders played them a couple of weeks ago and lost 3-0. Pope Francis came in here, one of the first games the Ponders played. They lost to them. You see these strong teams. St. John's Prep in Peabody, they're number 4. Hingham's number 5. Austin Prep, whom the Ponders played here the other night and beat. Burlington is number 6 in the state. St. Mary's of Lynn is number 7. Severian is 8. Malden Catholic's 9. Braintree is 10. Or 11, rather. Arlington is number 12 in the state thus far. Franklin's behind them, then Framingham. Needham and St. John's of Shrewsbury. And Lowell Catholic is number 20 in the rankings. Okay with you? And that's it after one period here. 1-0 Arlington leads. We'll be back in a few short moments with second period action. Okay, we're all set for second period action here from the Eddie Burns Arena. Ponders leading 1-0 to start the second period. Anthony, Missouri remains in the box. He received a major penalty, 5 minutes for boarding late in the first period. Oh, there's a goal by Belmont. Belmont has scored here to open up the second period. And Anthony's still in the box with 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining on his 5-minute major penalty. And Belmont has scored, and it looks like Connor Dacey got the marker for Belmont, and just an oddity, number 3, and Dara Keneally for Arlington's number 3. So both threes have scored here in the game. It's all tied 1-1 second period, 14:45 remaining.
Belmont goal scored by number 3, Connor Dacey. Assisted by number 6, Alan Moran. And number 15, Nolan Duffy. Time of the goal, 15 seconds.
Face off again at center ice. Joe Chezereg on one wing. Cully Curran's back at center. Jack Simons at one of the points. And Santa Suaso at the other. And the refs are discussing something. Oh, the Belmont goalie is having repairs over at the bench. Kevin Dacey, and he's going slowly back into the net. Okay, here we go. Second period, 1-1. The Marauders have tied it up. Puck back in their zone. They're trying to move it out. They do. And down into the Arlington end it goes. And back out it goes just as quickly as Arlington sends it the length of the rink, as they can do that with a man shot. Is Chezereg steals. Chezereg sends it in, but they couldn't do anything. Had a steal there. Joe Chezereg, one of the penalty killers for Arlington. Puck is driven down into the Arlington zone in the corner. And another hit there by the Arlington defense. Belmont circling around. A long shot. He rode the blue line and turned and fired. That was tricky. Number Alex Morin. And the puck back in the Arlington end. There's Belmont with the man advantage. Has the, oh wow, wheeled around the boards very strictly by Anthony Santa Suaso. He sent the puck the length of the rink. 3:10 left on Missouri's penalty. Puck back in center ice and now down into the Arlington end. There's a shot wide of the Ponders net and puck out in the slot, and Keneally gets rid of it. Nice pass up and gets over to Keneally's stick and goes the length of the rink. And back to the Belmont blue line. Look out. Ooh. Stolen beautifully. Wow, what a move that was by Brendan Jones. Stole that puck from the Belmont forward. And here's another steal by Keneally. And Belmont is just paralyzed in their own zone. They can't get an offense going. Puck back in the Arlington end. It's behind the net and comes out to the left point. Belmont has it over on the right point. They fire into a screen, a glove save by Pinard. And he'll face that in the circle to his left. It's all tied 1-1, second period here. Cullen and Chezereg over the boards now to kill the penalty of Anthony Missouri. 2 minutes, 9 seconds remain on his 5-minute major for boarding. Puck back in center ice, and they play around with it, Belmont, but they throw it away. And there's a hit by the Cully Curran. Hits at Belmont forward, takes the puck away, and back into the zone. Here they come up the right side. Belmont loses the puck back in the zone, and that was offside. So the Belmont forward just slowly lobbed the puck at Pinard, and he just slushed it in the corner. Cully Curran and Chezereg are the penalty killers up front for the Ponders to kill off the last minute and 48 of Missouri's penalty. And the puck in center ice, Belmont fooling around with it. They send it on the left wing, but it's lost and sent the length of the rink by Santa Suaso. Puck behind the Belmont net. They're trying to come out with the man advantage, and they do, down behind the net. And the puck is battered around in that, that was Malatesta out there now for Arlington. There's a shot behind the Arlington net, comes all the way around and out, and the Belmont goalie has to come out to play it. Here comes Belmont up the middle over the line. They lose it, and back into the Belmont zone it goes. They've been skating backwards more than forward tonight, Belmont. And Santa Suaso gets it, takes it deep. Santa Suaso takes it behind his own net, moves the puck on the right side. It's golfed and not out. Now sent out and into center ice, and Keneally backhands it down behind the Belmont net. 30 seconds left on Missouri's penalty major. Here comes Belmont flying up the middle, number 7. He takes a heavy hit, but here come the Ponders up the right side. It's Santa Suaso. He loses at the Arlington Belmont blue line. And back into the Arlington zone it goes. It's in the corner and sent the length of the rink by Santa Suaso. And we've got line changes now as John Massey comes over the boards, along with Ryan Davies. Brendan Jones out there now for Arlington. Puck still in the Ponders end. The penalty is over, but Anthony can't come out till the next whistle on a major. So the Ponders still going with 4 skaters. There's a whistle and a stoppage, and we'll have it faced. Let's see where they decide. The refs trying to make up their mind. Max Garrity Janger out there for Arlington. Simon and Santa Suaso out at the blue line. Face off to the left of the Belmont net. Belmont's Arlington's back at full strength. 9:49 left here in the second period. It's all tied 1-1. And Belmont is changing goalies. Kevin Dacey is coming out. And let's see. What's that goalie's number? Belmont has changed goaltenders, and the
Belmont penalty against Ryan to delay the game. Time of the penalty.
puck still in the comes out to Simon. He fires into a screen, and a goal. The first shot at the new goalie, Nico Correa. And it goes in, and the Ponders are taking the lead 2-1 here in the second period. I don't know why they changed goalies. Maybe it didn't feel well, Dacey, the starter. They put in Nico Correa, and the first shot on him through a screen, not his fault, went right through him. And it's 2-1 Arlington. Well, that was interesting. Okay, face off again at center ice. And again, a shot in on the Belmont goalie. Malatesta, huh? Beautiful. Malatesta getting the goal for the Ponders. Face off in the circle to the left of the Belmont net. Puck comes out to the right point and kept in by the skate of Santa Suaso. There's a long shot in on Pinard. He puts it behind the net, and it comes out to Brendan Jones, but he can't get it out. Belmont pressing now, trying to get to tie it up. It's still on the wing boards over there. Heavy hit on the Belmont player. And it is his Keneally. Keneally one-on-one. Keneally by one man, by another, and a save. A soft shot that Keneally got off. Not much on it. It just rolled in on the ice on Saria, the new goalie for Belmont. And he just tied it up easily for a face-off. 8:56 left here in the second period. It's 2-1 Arlington. Cully Curran's out there for the face-off, along with Mike Callahan and John Hurricane. There's a different line. Every time you look up, there's a different line. Down, it goes to the right of the Belmont net in the corner. They try to move it out. Heavy hit by Cully Curran on that player. Now he's back checking. Cully's all over the place. You think there's more than one of them out there. Goes behind the Arlington net, and a shot and a save by Pennard. He ties it up just on the side. And there's some pushing and shoving in the crease. And some debating going on, and that subsides. It was Steve Rizzuto from Belmont arguing with the Belmont defenseman. Puck comes up the right side. Callahan bats at it, but it comes out to the point, and a shot and a save is blocked. Puck's still loose in the Arlington end, and they just can't get a stick on it. As the Ponders really snuffle it out. And there's a lead pass to Cully Curran off his stick, and they wave off the icing. Another hit by Cully. And there's Arlington over the line. They get Belmont right. Ooh, a heavy shot there off that Belmont player. He really zipped that thing. That was Rizzuto again, Ron Brody rather. Boy, that was a stinger right over the Belmont net, Arlington net. Puck down behind the Belmont net. Joe Shezereg in there forechecking. And here's a collision. There's Belmont right out of the zone, 3-on-1. They just fire the puck in and hope. They've got it in the Arlington end, but they can't do anything with it. Belmont there's a lead pass. Down into the Belmont end it goes. And battered out down to the Arlington end. Chased down by John Massey behind his own net. Massey comes up the left side, moves it on the right wing, down into the zone and chased down. Oh, wow, nice setup to Keneally. He fired wide of that Belmont net. That was Brendan Jones out there with Keneally. And Brendan Piggott, a lot of Brendans out there. Brendan Piggott and Brendan Jones are out there with Dara Keneally. And the puck is taken by Arlington up the right side and over the line. And no call there as the Belmont defenseman tied up the Arlington player with kind of a bear hug, and they let that go. That was Brendan Jones. Didn't like that at all. Comes out to the left point. Simon fires. Ooh, a stinging shot. And a save by Saria in that Belmont net. Good stop there by the goalie, the replacement goalie here for Belmont. Ooh. Puck came up, almost hit us up here in the booth. Should wear a helmet up here. Huh? 5:54, the time remaining, second period. It's 2-1 Arlington. Face-off back in the Belmont end. Oh, here's a breakaway for Belmont right over the line. He fires wide of the net. Oh, that's the second break they've had, and they just don't know what to do with it. Oh, there's a heavy hit on that Belmont player, right out at the blue line. That one, he separated him from the puck. Now they're trying to antagonize. That was Tyler Callahan that hit that Belmont player. He really nailed him at the blue line. He was like an open switch. He had the puck, but he had it no more after that. Puck now to the face-off to the right of Pinard in the circle. Puck is down. Cully's still out there. And, coming up the left side, here comes Cully Curran over the line. Fires wide in the corner, still in the Belmont zone. Big jam up along the boards. Puck comes in the middle. Ooh, and a shot and a save. Never got to the goalie. And the Swasso fires and a save. Wait a minute. Oh, there's a big jam up, swinging sticks and everything. It looks like chopping wood in front of that Belmont net. And there's a fight. Cully Curran and the Belmont player. This could get serious. They don't like fighting. That was Steve Rizzuto. And there's a big brawl now in front. I've never seen this. That's the worst I've seen. This Rizzuto, tough guy, I guess. And he's out of the game, along with probably half the guys out there. That was about the wildest melee I've seen this year in a game. 5:07 left. It's 2-1 Arlington. And we're going to have some players out of this one. The officials are over talking to the Belmont coach and deciding who is going to get a vacation.
Nice job, boys! Keep it up, boys! Nice job, okay? Don't give up the day job.
Good call, Rep.
Throw him out, all 11. All 11.
The goalie wasn't even playing. They're throwing him out. Oh, I think he left the bench, didn't he? Yeah, that's a no-no. Automatic expulsion. They leave the bench. And that Rizzuto guy, he was right in the middle of it. Belmont. So the refs are calmly, like he's playing a piano, explaining to the Belmont coach which prison these guys are going in. Up, you're gone. Number 2. Is that 2 or 3? Ben Brody, he's gone. Kevin Dacey, the starting goaltender, who wasn't even in the game when the brawl broke out, but he left the bench to get in the brawl, and that's why he was ejected. Now, number 10, that's Justin Roca. He's gone for Belmont. So Belmont's lost 3 players because of that melee in front of the Belmont net. And the PA announcer is going to have some work over there. He's waving his scorecard around. Figure out who's who. Now let's see who he's going to punish on Arlington, who were just defending themselves. the Ponders, were violently attacked by these Belmont marauders, and had to defend them. 17 is gone. Let's see who is that. Willie Domeniconi, that's it. Willie Domeniconi he's gone. So 4 of them have been ejected, as far as I can tell. And the referee is over to the PA announcer, handing him a phone book. There's another one going. What number is that? Oh, Rizzuto finally, he held out. He had a good lawyer, I guess. Wait a minute. And about 7 guys for Belmont are gone. I've never seen that. Boy. And I don't know how many from Arlington yet. I haven't seen any yet. Belmont's not noted for their aggressive play. And here comes the Belmont team, what's left of them out on the ice. A lot of spare numbers. They're just picking up the sticks, the broken sticks and other equipment was left out there after the melee. 5:07 left here in the hockey game. It's 2-1 Arlington. And we had a major brawl here, and 7 guys were ejected from Belmont. Yeah, haven't seen any from Arlington yet. He's going over to the box. Is that Malatesta? Max Junger is going in the box for Arlington for roughing. How about that? Face off now to the right of Jack Pennard in the Arlington net. Things have subsided now, and refs did a good job here. They weeded out the miscreants and ejected them from the game, and everything is quieted down now. There's a shot and a glove save by Pennard right from the left point. That came off the stick of Ben Brody. And again, we'll face it in the circle there. And that's Keneally. Ooh, another save. Quick shots by Belmont here. It's only 2-1. Anything could happen here. And Pennard made the glove stop there very quick. Ejections comes out, replacing Keneally now. He's waved out of the face-off circle, Ejections. And Davies is fighting in there. Puck in the corner. And Belmont circling around. A backhander. Oh, look out. A save by Pennard. Goes out to the left point and lobbed back in as Belmont is controlling the puck as the Ponders have a man in the box. And Massey's in front, trying to patrol and keep them out of here. The puck is back in the Arlington zone, and Belmont's putting offensive pressure on with a man advantage. 4:19 left. It's 2-1 Arlington. Keneally comes back over the boards. There's a long lead pass up in the air, and Keneally gets by one man, by another. Here's Derek Keneally up the right side. A burst of speed. centers it in front. It's blocked. And here's Belmont back over the line, and oh, Massey really upended that number 7, Ben Vesey. He was really hit. A nice clean hit by John Massey with his hip. Davies in forechecking. Oh, there's Derek Keneally, just boarded that fellow just cleanly again in center ice. Nice clean hit. And Tyler Callahan's over the boards now for Arlington. One of the penalty killers. 15 seconds left. And here's Belmont over the line. They move it on the left side. Massey chases it down, takes it behind the net, wheels it around the boards up the left side, and they're still in there, sent back behind the Arlington net. Now it's sent down into the Belmont end, and it's okay because the penalty has just expired. Now it comes out to the right point, a save by Cesare in that Belmont net. 2:50 left in the game. 2-1 Arlington. Puck still in the. Oh, it got by the Belmont Arlington defenseman. Not a defenseman. That was number 10. Ryan Davies was playing defense out there, and the puck slipped right by him. But no harm done. A whistle and a stoppage, and we'll have a face-off back to the right of Jack Pinard. 2:38 left. It's 2-1 the Ponders. The plot thickens here. Belmont will well pull their goalie here. You know, with time running out. Puck still in the zone. Oh, nice long pass on the left wing here. Here's Arlington over the line, stick handling right in front. Oh, get the puck, and he lost it. That was Malatesta, lost the puck in his skates, and here's Belmont right back, a shot and a save by Pinard. Heavy drive right on the post. Oh, pass just missed clicking. Long lead pass, almost hit Davies at the blue line, but just hopped over his stick. Here's Rob Kozlowski back at the fence for Arlington. A.J. Leosa. Drive and a save by Cesare. Another shot and a save. Minute 30 left in the game. Leosa has it, dumps it behind the Belmont net. Comes out to the right point. A drive and a save. Comes out to the left point. A drive wide. Cesare has it. Boy, Arlington's throwing a lot of rubber at this new goalie, and the first shot at him went by. So there's a shot all the way down on Pinard, and he has to put it behind the net. And puck comes the length of the rink, and they call this icing on Arlington with 59 seconds remaining. 2-1 the Ponders. Next Wednesday, 8 o'clock. Okay, the puck's still down. Keneally drives it up on the right wing. But long lead pass, nice. Hits Malatesta on the left wing. He's over the line. Puts it out to the point, over to the right point. A drive and a save by Cesare in that Belmont net. 40 seconds left. Good puck movement there by the Ponders. That was Ryan Davies. Face-off in the circle, comes out to Davies. He fires into a screen, it's deflected wide. Another shot, another goal. The Ponders have scored again. They really put pressure on the kid there. He had no chance on that goal. I'm not sure who whacked it in, but it came from the point. He made the stop, he left a little rebound, and that was fatal. Into the net it went. It's 3-1 Arlington with 34 seconds remaining. And the Ponders on their way to the 6th victory of the season. Face off in center ice. Keneally out there with Davies and Chezereg. Puck in center ice. Davies chases it down in his own end.
By number 84, Drew Malatesta. Assistant number 9, Brendan Piggott. Time of the goal, 14 minutes, 26 seconds. Drew Malatesta from Brendan Piggott at 14:26.
That's it. It's all over. And the Ponders have defeated Belmont High here. What became a really rough and dirty game here in the third period. 3-1. Oh, that's the second period? Oh. Where the hell have I been? We got another period to go. Oh. Where were you going? We got another period, folks. Don't leave. It's 3-1 Arlington. That brawl took so long, I thought that the game was over. Well, good. The third period should be hectic then. But, Max Jenger got the second goal for Arlington. Keneally got the first in the first period. And Malatesta got the third goal right there in the closing moments. So it's 3-1 Arlington after 2 periods. We'll be back in a few short moments with third period action. Should be exciting. The officials are over talking to the PA announcer. The penalty box supervisor. It's 3-1 Arlington here for the start of the third period. Davies, Curran, and Keneally, the line for Arlington. Puck in the center ice and moved up into right wing, back behind the Arlington net. John Massey moves it up on the board. Davies, a nice lead pass. It hopped over Anthony Missouri's stick. Here's Anthony. He's out of that box. That major penalty he got. And he's all pumped up. And here comes Arlington right up the middle again. It's Massey. Dumps it down after he got over to the red line. And his line change, Chezereg over the boards for the Ponders. Quick change. Comes out to the blue line. Massey keeps it in, lobs it up off the glass behind the Belmont net. They're trying to move it out. Dennis Crowley has it. And he moves it up on the boards and into center ice where Joe Chezereg picks it up. Moves it on the right to Davies. And it's back to the Arlington end it goes. Bernard puts it behind the net. And long lead pass up on the right gets by everybody. This will go for icing on the Ponders. 13:45 remaining. It's 3-1 Arlington here. Start of the third period. Face off to the left of Bernard. Wow, big save by Bernard right off the face-off. It came out of nowhere. You gotta watch those. And back into the Belmont end it goes. They chase it down. Heavy hit by Tyler Callahan on the Belmont player. Malatesta sends it in front. They couldn't get a shot off. Puck comes around the boards, still in the Belmont end, and we've got a whistle. And the referee is sending the Belmont player off. I have no idea why. I didn't see him do anything. Yeah, missing something. You get this announcement. Let's see what he says. Okay, puck is down, and here's Arlington over the line again.
27, Brandon Nolly. 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 1 minute 42 seconds.
Slashing. 2 minutes for slashing on that Belmont guy. He's in the box. Can't see him on the roster. Oh boy, he's a heavy hit on Keneally, but he was ready for it. He kind of got his arms up in time, and it didn't shake him up, if you know what I mean. He had like bumpers out there. Derek Keneally knows how to take a hit and how to give them. That's the secret out here. Cut down the injuries. Timeout for Arlington. Coach Missouri wants to talk to the troops.
Belmont penalty at number 8, Tim Bailey. 2 minutes of tripping. Time of the penalty, 2 minutes 33 seconds.
Another penalty on Belmont for tripping. So there'll be 2 men down for 1 minute 10 seconds. Ponders lead 3-1. And Belmont's lost half of their team. 7 guys thrown out for fighting. And whether they'll be able to play the next game, I'm not sure what the rules are now. They change all the time. But high schools don't look very well at fighting in the games. Keneally, Cully Curran, Malatesta, Davies, and Tyler Callahan. The line for Arlington. You heard that check in the corner. Comes out to the point, sent right back in. Arlington controlling. They have a 2-man advantage. Fake shot there, and Arlington controlling. Comes out to the point. That's Anthony Missouri playing the point on the blue line here for the 2-man advantage for Arlington. It's still 3-1 the Ponders here. 12 minutes left in the third period. Anthony moves in to take the draw now in the circle. He's got Keneally and Curran on the wings. Puck is kept in along the boards. Davies has it, moves it in the corner. A shot, a save, and comes out. Couldn't quite keep it in. Arlington, nice lead pass up on the left side, but the Belmont defenseman rode him out nicely. The Arlington forward there, he couldn't do anything. Comes out to Missouri again. He fires a heavy drive just wide of the right post, and it goes around and comes all the way down into the Arlington end, where Missouri has to pick it up again. Here he comes up the left side, Anthony, over the line, backhands a pass on the left, now comes on the right, and he can't keep it in. Still in the Belmont zone, but Tyler Callahan drives it down into the Belmont end. The Ponders have a 2-man advantage here, but Can't seem to do anything with it. 20 seconds left on the penalty to Belmont. And here's a long lead pass, gets by everybody, and Arlington's coming in. A shot, Malatesta, and a save by Career in that Belmont net. Puck is down and centered in front, and a big jam up there, and finally the goalie ties it up. And again we'll face it in the circle. This time to the left of the goaltender, the Belmont goaltender. Garrity Junger's out there for Arlington. Massey's and Leosa at the points. Massey has it behind the net, wheels it around the boards, and comes up on the right side into center ice. Here's Belmont over the line. A shot kind of high and a glove save by Bernard. The Belmont player kept going right into the net. He's still in there, and finally comes out. Face-off will be to the right of Bernard in the circle. Missouri takes the draw, comes out to the left point, and knocked back into the Arlington zone. It's behind the net. Kozlowski fighting with the Belmont player. Comes up the left side by Missouri, and he dumps it in the Belmont end. Behind the net, wheeled around the boards, comes out to the right point and kept in there by Davies. Here's the Belmont up the middle. He's going backwards. Into the zone, Belmont player loses to Kozlowski and has the puck again. Belmont fires, and a save by Bernard. The puck back into center ice. Kozlowski moves it left. Nice pass right on the stick of Hurricane. Now it's golf the length of the rink. This will be icing on Belmont. 8:52 left here in the third period. Malatesta over the boards with Ejections. Face-off in the Belmont zone. It's Tyler Callahan's out there. Malatesta, Ejections, and the puck is down. Nice pass on the right side. A drive, well wide. You could hear it off the boards. And here's Belmont a break, almost. But John Massey comes back and overhauls that Belmont player. They almost had a breakaway. Here's a shot wide of the Arlington net. Still in center ice. And here's Ejections over the line by himself. By one man, he couldn't get by the other. And Belmont comes up with it, and here they come up the right side. The Marauders over the line, all alone. He fires a shot on Bernard. He makes the stop. There's a long lead pass up the left side. Arlington controlling in the zone. It's Keneally. Centers it in front, but Davies couldn't get the shot off. And it's tied up behind the Belmont net. We'll have a face-off in the circle. Face-off still in the puck still in the Belmont zone, and out into center ice. Kozlowski lolls it up in the air, and here's a break for Arlington over the line, trying to center it. Arlington has it in the zone, centers it right out in front, a shot and a save. That was Davies got the shot off. Now the puck sent the length of the rink and another icing on the Marauders. That's about all they can do now, because the Ponders have relentless pressure on the Arlington goal. 7:23 left. It's 3-1 Arlington. Puck still in the Belmont zone, and in center ice now. Belmont just can't get an attack going, sustained anyway. There's a long shot and a save by Pinard. Another shot. Oh, wow, that was close. Belmont hasn't given up yet. They could still do some damage here. That was close in front of Pinard. And puck still in the Arlington zone and sent back into the Belmont end. Arlington's on them quickly. They can't do much. Here's Ejections, but offside is the call, as a Ponder was over that line. Davies and Kozlowski at defense now for Arlington. As Malatesta just boards that Belmont player. He couldn't go anywhere. His Ejections knocks the puck up in the air. It's behind the Arlington net. They wheel it around the boards, trying to come out. They do. A long lead pass on the left wing. Nice, right on the stick of Leosa. He centers it in front. They can't get it by that Belmont goaltender. Puck goes up in the glass. It's out of the action and a stoppage. That was Malatesta that shot up. Anthony Missouri's out there now in front of the net. Comes out to the point. Davies a drive and a save by Cesare in that Belmont net. Davies another drive and another save. And here comes the Belmont up the right side. Big guy over the line. Drives. It hits a Arlington shin pad. Comes up the center ice. And the Belmont player took a heavy hit from two players there. And the puck is still in the Ponder zone. There's a shot way wide of the Arlington net. Keneally golfs it heavily, but it's stopped. And here's Anthony Missouri. Here's Anthony over the line. Anthony centers it in front, and it was a little ahead of Davies. He couldn't connect right in front of that Belmont net. Down in the corner it goes, but here comes Belmont out of the zone, into the zone by one man. That was Alex Morin. He couldn't go anywhere. He ridden right off into the corner. And here's Arlington with it again over the line. Leosa by one man. Wow, good move right in front, and they rule it offside. Boy, that looked good. Quite a break. That was Malatesta. And somebody had their foot over the line. He would have been in all alone. Face-off just outside the Belmont line. 4:58 left, 3-1 Arlington. Puck back in the Belmont end. It's chased down, comes out, kept in nicely by Malatesta at the blue line. Quick stick. And puck still in the Belmont end. They're trying to come out. They do a long lead pass right up the middle by one man, but it bounces, couldn't go anywhere. Here's Ejections with it. Here's Joe Ejections by one man, by another. Over the line, Ejections. Ejections has it, fires, and it's wide of the Belmont net. And still in the Belmont end, Ejections looking. Ejections fires in front, no one there. Tyler Callahan has it. But here's Belmont coming up the right side. A big drive from the red line. Wow, heavy hit. Heavy drive off the stick of Ben Ricci. Back in the Belmont end it goes. And here comes Belmont again. They're getting breaks, but they shoot from the outside. No danger at all. Anthony, Missouri. Anthony takes the puck behind the Arlington net, loses. Another shot. Look out, comes out in front. And whistle. The net came off its mooring, and Anthony was having a breakaway there. Malatesta, Ejections, and Tyler Callahan over the boards for Arlington with 3:46 left. 3-1 the Ponders. Here's Tyler Callahan over the line. He fires, and a save by Cesare in that Belmont net. Good stop there. It'll be faced in the circle. Davies will take the draw. Comes out to Ejections at the point. Drives it in, and again, Kozlowski picks it up for Arlington. Kozlowski and Ryan Davies out at the blue line. They change now as Keneally comes over the boards with Anthony, Missouri, with a face-off in the Belmont zone. Puck kept in nicely. Missouri had a break there because he was in the zone, but the Belmont player put the puck back in the zone, so therefore he wasn't offside. You don't see that too often. Puck sent the length of the rink, and they wave off the icing as here comes the Arlington up the right side again. Long lead pass gets by Tyler Callahan, and maybe an icing on the Ponders. 2:37 left, 3-1 Arlington. Next game is with Wakefield. Ponders currently holding down second place in the Middlesex League. They'll be 6-1 in the league after this. Nice drive up the boards and down into the Belmont end. They chase it down. But, another icing on Arlington. A game of icing here in the last couple of minutes. We're out the refs to escape the length of the rink. Okay, face off in the circle. And the puck is right towards Pinard. It's lobbed up in the center. Oh, nice. Keneally has it right over the line. Wait a minute. Oh. Tyler Callahan had a breakaway, but again they rule it offside. Boy, that was close. I don't know how they saw that one. Again, the draw just outside the Belmont blue line. Anthony, Missouri on the center. Back into the Belmont end, and they move it out. But Arlington controls and dumps it back. And Belmont dumps it back into the Arlington end. A.J. Leosa dumps it out. And talk about a game of dump. Now, Missouri dumped it in right at the red line, so it's not icing. And here's Belmont trying to come back, and they can't do it. There's a shot from outside, right on Pinard. He just sticks it in the corner. Keneally touches it, and here's Anthony Missouri chasing it down. Anthony has it looking, and all he can do is wheel it behind the Belmont net. Minute 10 left in the hockey game. Kozlowski and Davies come out to play the points. As Belmont is trying anything here. Over the line, a shot in front is deflected. Is a shot. Oh, see, look out. Here's a break. The puck is bouncing all over the place. And wait a minute. There's a delayed offside, and there's a Tyler Callahan takes a hit right in front of the bench, but he deflects the puck down into the Belmont end. Time running out on the Marauders. And there's a whistle, as they call that, an offside or an icing. Take your pick. It's coming back to be faced in the circle to the right of Jack Pinard, who's only allowed one goal tonight. Another stellar game by Jack, as he thwarts all these Middlesex League clubs. "40 seconds left. Puck down, it comes out into inner center ice, and here's Davies with it. He's flying down the, that was Brendan Jones, excuse me. And a goal, another goal for Arlington, as Brendan Jones had a breakaway and tucked it right under the arm of Cesare in that Belmont net. Good break. Boy, he can skate, Brendan. It's now 4-1 Arlington. And looks like this one's in the book. Belmont just deflects it. They have not much of an offense. Thrust, if you know what I mean. They just dump the puck in, and that's it. That won't get you anywhere. How they won 5 games. But hey, time running out here. 2-3-1. There it is. It's all over. The Ponders have one another. They're now 6-1 in the Middlesex League, and in holding down a strong second place behind Burlington. And that'll be a match a couple of weeks coming up. The next Arlington game is with Wakefield on the 30th. Oh, the 24th. Okay, Wakefield, the 24th. That'll be our next broadcast. Here's the post-game handshake. The 7 guys that were thrown out by Belmont are not out on the ice. They had a wild fight here in the end of the second period, and it's too bad, but they're all thrown out. I hope they're not suspended in the next games, but I think they might be. For the final here tonight, 4-1 Arlington, and the goals were scored by Keneally, Malatesta, Junger, and Brendan Jones got the last one there just a moment ago. Belmont only got 1 goal by Connor Dacey, and they changed goalies in the second period. I have no reason why. I never explained anything. As Kevin Dacey started, but he was pulled for Nico Saria in the third period for reasons I don't know why. Anyway, final here, 4-1 tonight from the Eddie Burns Center. This has been Walter Scott bringing you all the action. On the video tonight, it was Max Bauer and Alex Banthon doing an excellent job as usual. And we'll see you on the next broadcast. Good night.